Welcome back to Fade the Mahoney. Trevor and I, we're doing preview time. Real quick preview. Gators, Eagles. Trevor's got numbers for us. Um, what are we at? Both losing records. Eagles are in 4 or 5. Gators, thanks to Mark Schultz, are 2-7. Um, First of all, Trevor, how you doing? It's been a while.
It's been great. I've been doing great. Very busy.
Okay.
Great.
Um, Gators, as bad as they are, no matter how much Mark Schultz hates them, they sweep this series and they're basically in the playoffs. So they got something to play for. All right. What do we got for numbers? How big a favorite are
Very
they?
big, very big series here. I mean, you have to make the Gators favorite. They are 4-5.
No.
The Gators, what's that?
You said you got to make the Gators favorites. You don't
Sorry,
the Gators favorites.
I have to make the Eagles favorites.
Okay.
They are 4-5. The Gators are 2-7. So I was initially leaning at a big number, but I'm going to actually make it 160, which is lower than I think a lot of people think. And here's my reasoning behind this. So, although the records obviously, the Gators have to win. This is their season on the line. Do they have the talent to do it? Sure, I think that they do. Okay, Georgie's had a great year, right? They're just missing a couple big hits here and there. They actually have a better run differential than the Eagles. They have a -6, whereas the Eagles have a -11 run differential. I think the Eagles maybe have been a little bit fortunate, while the Gators have been unfortunate. And shout out Mark Schultz. And so that's what I'm going to put the number at. I think the books. You would think the books would make it a lot worse than that, but I'm going to make it 160. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if you took the Gators.
Then you are not going to be surprised. There's no chance I'm taking the Gators. They have
Okay.
They're bad. They're so bad. I feel so bad for them. -160. So run differential, Eagles got shut out in their sweep against the Diamondbacks, if I remember, and Gators had that 8-0 win to start off the season. Gators are bad. I'm going to take the Gators.
Are you going to take the Gators? Okay, good. That sounds good.
We both keep saying Gators when we mean to say Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles. I'm laying the juice. I'll take the big favorites. I believe in Dallas Allen, who single-handedly won the Slate 3 fantasy. So all right. So I got them. You got the Gators. What do we got for runs? Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, this is a very impossible task, right? Because it feels like it could either be 3-1-0 games, or there could be a game that scores 20 runs.
Yep.
So you just have to pick a number somewhere in between and then make you decide, I guess. So I'm gonna go 13.5.
Go big. Go big. Go big.
We're gonna go 14.5.
Yeah, go ahead. Go 14.5. I'll still take the over.
Okay.
I see a 12-1 game in there somewhere for the Eagles.
So you think Cheatham's going to hit that many home runs and make it a 12-1 game?
Is he still on 2 hits on the year?
I believe so.
All right. So through halfway through slate 4, I'm currently up 1250 on you, which is a lot, but still some time for you to get back. All right, quick fantasy update again. I won the first 3 slate fantasy competitions. Slate 4, Drew Davis. Drew Davis demanded a cameo. Here you go. Drew Davis demanded a cameo in this episode to put me in my place. As you can see, I'm not even in the studio. Drew, go ahead. Fantasy update, go.
Yeah, just people have been giving me shit the last, I don't know, however many weeks about being a bad drafter in fantasy. I legit called that Crash was going to hit against the Cats. I mean, just the scouting report is immaculate. It's why I won Manager of the Year. It's why I've won it the most out of anybody. Mike, you're a POS for calling me a bad fantasy drafter. Okay, that's all.
The world is upside down. Drew
63
Davis.
points.
63 points. Drew Davis is going to win this one. That's your halfway through slate 4 update. Drew, you be safe, young man. Love you, buddy.
I love you too. See you, man.
Bye. All right. Drew's just going to win. He had Ryan Cratch. That's all there is to it. He's going to win. Yeah. So here's some updates. He scored over 63 points. Trevor, Ryan Cratch.
That's ridiculous. That's a good performance.
Yeah, that's it will likely beat every other team's. You've had one player go, Kyle Schultz. You have a negative number. G Money's had 2 people go. He's got 11 points. Caden's done at 57. I had Jimmy Norp go. He scored fewer than 6 points. So speaking of Jimmy Norp, I just wanted your quick impression, thoughts on his managerial strategy to basically throw away a series that now they have to. They're slate 5. They get it's for blood now. They could not get the bye now, right?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you got to trust in Jimmy, right? That's the. I think he recognizes that MLW is very similar to the NBA in that the regular season doesn't mean much, and you got to play for the playoffs. So if he thought that was the best move, I would always trust in Jimmy. And he can't help it if his guys aren't going to show up for a game against the Mallards.
Yeah.
Even just to get one win. So I mean, that's what it is. That's the way I see it, and it makes it interesting.
I always trust in Jimmy. Obviously, big mistake in drafting him first this slate with when I didn't know what we found out from Casey. But I don't know. The most important thing I would think is only having to win 2 series versus 3.
Fair point. Hey, breaking news!
Yeah.
Chris Cheatham now has 3 hits.
Oh,
which is in 34 at bats, which puts him at a 120 batting average. Similar players with similar at bats. Sean Flynn, 36 at bats, 2 hits. Your best friend Jack Agner, 30 at bats, 2 hits. So, and then your other boy Trevor Bonham, 29 at bats, 2 hits. So Cheatham in the elite category there of accomplished hitters.
Yikes. Friends of the show, Chris Cheatham and Sean Flynn, both great dudes. Both their jerseys are over there. Jack is who Jack is, and Trevor Bonham. I guess last question. I won't say anything bad about Trevor Bonham. Seems like a lovely gentleman. As far as the Magic go, they are getting so much love, both on the internets and if you ever watch Twitch when Alec Warda goes over previous series, someone had asked him who he thought was the favorite. And unless I'm mistaken, I'm almost positive he said the Magic. Thoughts?
First round exit of the playoffs incoming.
Yeah, maybe they'll get the bye though. So
true. Good point.
All right, that's gonna do it. You got anything else you want to say about this series?
No, I don't. Okay, I do. Let's go Gators. You can do this. Remember, I had the over on the Gators total for the season also, which was 3.5. I had the over. So this is a very important series for me. Jorgie, Chris, Brendan Zerlag, if you're out there somewhere, the ghost of Reese Harris, Jason Chadwick, please, anyone, do something. Do something positive.
I drafted Chadwick with my last selection in the fantasy draft, foregoing some other more accomplished players because I believed in them as well. But what kind of odds did you give me on a sweep?
Even money.
All right. No other bet. All right.
Hey, we're going to have to buy the Gators now, by the way. The thoughts of purchasing the Magic are out the window. Yep. Gators is our new franchise. Fade Mahoney will take the Gators over, and we will steer them back to promised land.
And even doing that, we'll still somehow find a way to fire Jack. All right.
Yes.
All right. Good gambling, everybody.